Hello everyone, my name is Ahmed Nagi. I'm a certified personal trainer by ISSA, and today I'll be submitting this video for the final exam for the ISSA Strength and Conditioning Coach Certificate. Today I'm gonna take you to the gym. I'm gonna show you how to train your chest. I'm gonna show you how to train your triceps. I'm gonna show you how to do a superset, and I'm gonna show you how to hit your muscles and your muscle groups from different angles to make sure that you have the proper form and the proper workout. Today I'm not gonna lift any heavy weight. I'm gonna go with a medium weight, around 50 to 60% of my rep max. Since I had an injury in my lower back 3 months ago, and I'm just finishing my recovering phase right now. I've been resting for around 3 months. I just went back to the gym a couple of weeks ago, so I'm gonna focus more on the form and how to do the exercise properly rather than just lifting weight and gaining nothing. Today, since I'm going back to the gym and I lost a lot of weight in the past 3 months, I'm kind of trying to focus on hypertrophy. So I'm going to start my workout and trying to stick as much as I can to between 3 to 4 rounds, and my repetitions will be in the range of 8 to 12 since we're triggering the hypertrophy and since we need to gain more muscle mass. We're going to start our training with general warm-up and some dynamic stretching to make sure that our muscles, our joints, our ligaments are warmed up and ready for the stress that we're gonna have during the workout and prevent any injuries, of course. Then we're gonna start working our chest since this is the bigger muscle group, and then we're gonna work our way to our triceps. Eventually, in the end, we're gonna have some cool down routines and stretches to make sure that we have reduced as much as possible the DOMS or the delayed onset soreness that we usually have after the workout. So I guess this is it, and I really hope you enjoyed the video today. I'm gonna take you now to the gym and start our workout. I also like having everything written down just before the workout. It just makes me understand what I'm gonna go through and make me remember, because I have a bad memory, and also to adjust maybe something I added today that didn't work out with me, or maybe I added something more, so this keeps me on track. Here I'm gonna start with general warm-up, just a dynamic stretching in order to make sure that my body is ready for the exercise. As you can see here, I'm doing just windmills. I'm gonna do forward and backward. I'm not really counting, so I'm just gonna go ahead and start dynamic stretches in order to keep my body moving and to get warmed up and ready for the next exercise. After the windmills, I'm gonna start doing a little bit of push-ups to make sure that my muscles in my chest is ready for the exercise, since we're gonna work out our chest today and triceps, and the push-ups triggers both muscle groups. Then I'm gonna go ahead and do some squats. As long as I'm doing a full body or a body weight warm-up, nothing is wrong. This is what I love about warm-ups. I usually encourage my clients to do a warm-up with a rope. Rope jumps are one of my best exercises as a warm-up and as a cool-down, and not necessarily cool-down, but in order for my clients that want to lose body weight, I ask them to do it in the start and in the end before the end stretches. It really keeps my blood flow running and gets me in the mood for the next exercise. As you can see here, with everything we're going through, it's very important to make sure that everything is clean and hygienic for your exercise, especially before you start using the bench and after using the bench. just as a courtesy for the next client or next colleague who's going to use the place. Usually I start with an empty barbell just to get into the movement and to sync my movement and to train my mind, not my muscles. Once I feel confident about my moves, once I feel that everything is ready, my muscles are ready, I start adding a little bit more weight. As you saw there previously, the most important thing is to get your bar through the full range of motion and then add the weights. I'm gonna start gradually with tens. I'm working with kilograms here, so I'm adding 10 kilograms on each side. Always getting in position. Squeeze your shoulder blades downwards and shrug it in, and then start. I like watching how I breathe while doing the workout, so as I always encourage my clients and myself and I'm trying to focus on it as much as I can, that on the way down with the bar, I inhale. On the push portion of the workout, I exhale. This gives me more push and more energy to push the bar. Now I'm gonna add more weight, as you can see here, just for the sake of time of the video. I added 15 in each side, so I removed the 10 kilogram plates and I added the 15 kilograms plate. In this exercise, as we said, I'm trying to trigger the hypertrophy, so I'm going between all the way in the range of 8 up to 12 repetitions is fine. For the final round, I decided to put 20s on each side. So as you can see here, I added 5 kilograms for each round. Now we're done with the flat bench press. Next, we're gonna go with the dumbbells. Again, make sure everything is clean and hygienic. I'm sanitizing the bench, as you can see, and getting ready for the next exercise. In this exercise, I'll be doing the chest flies. I'm starting with a light weight and just focusing on the way I breathe and my movement and the range of motion, making sure that my elbows are a little bit bent, going all the way down, stretching my upper chest, my lower chest, the whole chest part, and squeezing up. Always take the dumbbells back. Don't leave them just lying around there on the floor, and this is very dangerous. Maybe someone will trip and fall. I always stress on my clients to focus on the way they breathe. So in order to breathe properly, I ask them to exhale on the pushing portion of the workout. So as you can see here in the chest flies, on the way up, I try to exhale. On the way down, I try to inhale. I also stress on the movement to do it as controlled as possible, because it's not a race. You need to have the proper form. In order to do so, you have to focus on your way your body moves. For the next round, I added a little bit more weight, and I'm gonna keep repeating the same exact exercise for 3 rounds. I'm trying to take a rest between each round for 30 seconds all the way up to 60 seconds, depending how tired I feel. After finishing 3 rounds of the dumbbell flies, I'm gonna go and start with the inclined bench press with a barbell to start working on my upper chest. I started light with 10 kilograms, exactly the way I did it with a flat bench press. Always stress on the movement and the range of motion. Go all the way down to your upper chest and go all the way up and squeeze. Next, I added 15 kilograms on each side and repeated the same exercise. For the last round, I put 20 kilograms on each side. So that gives me a total of 60, 20 on each side, which is 40, and the barbell, which is 20 kilograms. In the next exercise, I'm gonna go ahead and show you how to do a superset. So I'm gonna work 2 different muscle groups at the same time. I'm gonna start with the upper chest crossover with a cable. And then without taking any breaks or rests, I'm gonna jump directly into triceps cable. I always remind my clients to make sure that they have their elbows tucked in and focus on moving the lower portion of your arms, the forearms. Next exercise, as you can see, is a tricep barbell bench press. We're using here a narrow grip, so it's different than bench press. Well, with bench press, we're using a little bit wider than shoulder width. In this exercise, we're using a narrow grip to trigger the triceps. After we're done with the 3 rounds, just for the sake of the video and the time we have, we're gonna go ahead and start with the skull crusher with the dumbbells. This is a very good and hard exercise. It's not easy. You need to make sure that you're doing the proper posture, the proper movement. In order to do so, I always use light weights. always make sure that your upper portion of your arm is steady and in the same position, not going back and forward. Now finally, we're gonna stretch as a cool down, and here you're gonna see a variety of stretches to trigger different muscle groups and to make sure that we are cooled down and preventing tomorrow's DOMS, the delayed onset soreness. I usually do each stretch for 10 to 15 seconds, sometimes 20 seconds, but usually I stay in the range of 10 and 15. I hope you liked the video, and I would like to thank you very much for giving me this opportunity to share my experience with you, and thank you. Have a great day.